Hey guys, it is Spooky Noodles. I am here with a book haul. Unfortunately, my computer broke. Well, not broke. The charger cord for it broke, and I have my dogs to blame for that. But again, I should be a better owner to my technology, and I should probably keep my cord up where dogs can't get it, but I'm a moron, so this is partially my fault. Oh, my eyes look really pretty today. That's besides the point. I have a book haul here. The swap box came today, and I got a bunch of books. I got to keep a lot of books because there was a mistake, and he put extra books in there for me to keep. So I kept the books I wanted, and I got a few books as well. I got a lot of Silver Shamrock books, so I'll show you those. Do I have everything here? Yes, I got everything here. Okay, so first we're gonna go with this Ray Garton's Nightlife. I don't know what to think about that cover, but Ray Garton I hear is amazing, so I can't wait to jump into his work. I'll just read to you what this book is about. Davy Owen is a man with a death sentence. Nearly 20 years and a lifetime ago, Davy battled a circle of vampires and survived, forever changed. Many of the vampires were destroyed, but the ones who escaped have been hunting Davy ever since. Now they found him. The passing years have only intensified their thirst for revenge, and at last their prey is within sight. They will make sure that this time he does not escape. They will not resist until Davy pays for what he did to them with his last drop of blood. So that is Nightlife by Ray Garton. Next we have, I don't know if I own this book yet, but I decided to grab it, and that's House Infernal by Edward Lee. I'm pretty sure this is part of the Infernal series, I guess. I think it's 4 books, and I only have 3, so I think this is the 4th book I need. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, you know. But, I got this. Yeah. Oh, if you guys want to know what it's about, I can tell you. Well, actually, no, I'm not going to read the back, because this might have spoilers for the other books. If it is even a part of the other books, so I'm not going to read it. Next, we have a Ramsey Campbell book. The Hungry Moon. Sounds like a werewolf book. Not much of detail on the back. A quiet little town where the generations of people have gathered on Midsummer's Eve to decorate a cave of flowers, echoing ancient druids' customs. And there comes an evangelist, a spellbinder to halt this pagan activity. First, he puts a stop to dissent. Then he enters the pit to vanquish and forces that to lurk there. Oh man, my arm's getting tired. Only a few resist him, battling the rising phantasm of the town. Only a few understand what really happens in the pit. Only a few worry about the spreading darkness and the nearness of the nuclear missile base. So that is The Hungry Moon. That doesn't sound much like a werewolf book to me. Next, we have a Donna Reed book. And if you guys don't know, I've been slowly collecting Donna Reed. And this one is called Margot. So let's read the back. It was a name of the townspeople whispered softly, as if the sinister old woman could hear them from their crumbling gray mansion on the hill. She was an ancient crone who should have long since turned to dust, but somehow in the right light she looked no more than 30 years old. She was rumored to have congress with demons, a deal with the devil, and an irrational hatred for beautiful twin niece and nephew. Yeah, so that's Margot. And it's going to be my 3rd Donna Reed book. Next, we have a collection of stories, and this is a big book, and I'm surprised they don't have my boy. Well, maybe he's not even in this book. I thought I remember. He is in this book. Why is he not on the front? Oh, he's bigger than most of these names. Why is he not on the front of this book? Anyways, that kind of makes me angry, but Midnight in the Graveyard. Edited by Kenneth W. Kane. This is, I believe, a Silver Shamrock. Yeah, it's a Silver Shamrock Publishing book. This has stories, a lot of stories. Robert McCammon's in it. Keelan Patrick Burke's in it. Hunter Shea is in it. Chad Lutzke's in it. John Everson's in it. On the back, you will see more names like Ronald Kelly's in it. Kenneth McKinley, I heard of him before. And just a bunch of other authors. But Ronald Kelly's a big name. I'm surprised he's not on the front. That's why I'm a little frustrated, because he's one of the reasons why I want to read this book. But yeah, there's Midnight in the Graveyard. Next, we have a book that a lot of people like. I hear there's a really bad scene in this book, which is unbelievable. Like, it's not believable at all. Where a woman is pregnant and she hangs by her umbilical cord out the window, and that makes no sense to me. But anyways, I want to read the book despite that stupid scene. And that's Bird Box by Josh Malerman. Again, I want to read this box to see what all the hollop is, or whatever the word is I want to use there. Yeah. If you know what Bird Box is about, it's about this girl who has to wear blindfolds because there's monsters out there, and there's other reasons why people don't like this book, like how is she supposed to keep blindfolds on 2 young kids. But yeah. And then this one, this book is, I don't know if it's a novel or if it's a collection of stories. It looks like it's a novel. And that is, this is another Silver Shamrock Publishing, Cricket Hunters by Jeremy Helper. Or Hepler, my bad. My dyslexia kicked in there. Jeremy Hepler. I hear great things about Cricket Hunters, so I had to grab this book when I saw it in the box. Let me read the back for you guys real quick. Celia Garcia Lundy was 15 in the fall of 1998 when Abby Powell, one of her 5 friends who called themselves the Cricket Hunters, disappeared without a trace. Cops scoured the central Texas town of Oakmont, searching for Abby. Interviewed everyone, brought in the Texas Rangers to assist. 3 key suspects emerged and were focused on, but no evidence was found. Eventually, the case went cold, and the passage of time buried the truth of Abby Powell's fate. 15 years later, as the anniversary of Abby's disappearance approaches, Cecil's life is upended when her husband Parker, also once a cricket hunter, goes missing. When bizarre clues surface to that point to a link between Parker's and Abby's disappearances, Cecil is forced to delve back into the past in order to navigate the present. With the help of her Abula, a self-proclaimed Bruja, she embarks on the tumultuous journey fraught with confrontation and trickery, spells and spirits, theft and murder, in order to find out what happened to her husband and why. So that is The Cricket Hunters. That's a book I want to read, because Silver Shamrock has been killing it lately with the books. And this is one of the books I really want to read. And if you guys know, if you guys watch my book hauls at all, you will know that I have already owned this book. And that is In the Scrape by James Newman and Mark Steensland. And the thing about this copy, I don't know if you could see that. Let me hold it up so it's not like... It is signed by James Newman and Mark Steensland. So obviously I put my copy back in the box, swap box, and I stole this copy. Not stole it, but I took it. It feels like I stole it. It's awesome. So, if you don't know what In the Scrape is about, I'll read it back for you. It's a small book. I'm planning to reading it soon, next month probably. Most kids dream about the new bike, a pair of top dollar sneakers endorsed by their favorite athlete, or the totally awesome video game everyone's raving about. But 13-year-old Jake and his little brother Matthew want nothing more than to escape from their abusive father. As soon as possible, they plan to run away to California, where they will reunite with their mother and live happily ever after. It won't be easy though. After a scuffle with a local bully puts Jake's arch nemesis in the hospital, Sheriff Theresa McLellan, that's a hard name to say for me, starts poking her nose into the feud. During a trip to their family cabin for the opening weekend of deer hunting season, Jake and Matthew kick their plan into action, leaving Dad tied to a chair as they flee into the night. Meanwhile, the bully and his father have their own plans of revenge, and the events that follow will forever change the lives of everyone involved. So that explains a lot of the book, and the book's only 94 pages long, so I don't know how much more. I don't know if the book takes place right where the synopsis starts, but that synopsis is a real big giveaway. So this is my signed copy of In the Scrape. I'm so happy to own this book. This book box was definitely worth the wait. And then last but not least, we have something I have never gotten before, and that is a not for resale book. Which, if you don't know what that means like people send this book out and give it to people to review. This is also a Silver Shamrock Publishing book, and that is Devil's Creek by Todd Kessling. Todd Kessling. I cannot wait to read this. I've never gotten one of these kind of books before, a not for resale book. So that's really cool to me. I don't get cool books like that, like, ever. So, yeah. So, if you guys want to know what it's about, I can read the back for you guys. It's kind of hard to read because the not for resale is kind of covering the back. So, if you guys want to know what Devil's Creek by Todd Kessling is about, just look it up. I don't want to have that trouble of reading that back, and then you guys say that I can't read or something like that. So, just look it up if you guys want to know more about it. But yeah, that is my book haul. We got the books right here. We got some good books there. That Donna Reed book is pretty cool to me, because I didn't know she wrote that book. And then the In the Scrape book is really cool to me. Yeah, the Ramsey Campbell book's pretty cool. Edward Lee's really cool. Midnight in the Graveyard is something I wanted to check out for the longest time. Bird Box is something everyone should probably read, even if it's not good. It's just a generational book, I like to think. So, I haven't even seen the movie, so I don't even know what it's really about. Other than there's this monster that you can't see or else it drives you crazy or something like that. So they gotta wear blindfolds. I hear great things about the book, and then I hear ridiculous things like when people actually think about the book, they go like, that's ridiculous, that wouldn't happen, you know. Obviously Josh Malerman isn't a father or of any sorts, or a mother, so people kind of rant on him, and I want to see what all the fuss is. Like, when people fuss about things, it just makes me want to read the book a little bit more. I think my buddy Edward Lauren's like that, and it's funny that he said that, because now he's making me want to read Bird Box, even though, you know. But yeah, these are the books I got. I put in 2 books for this swap box. I put in my version of In the Scrape by James Newman and Mark Steensland, and then I put A Simple Plan by Scott Smith in there because I had 2 copies of that book. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry for no intro or outro. I'm working on getting my computer fixed. By computer fixed, I mean the cord. Or at least I'm trying to find a new cord for it. I don't know what happened to it. One night it was working, then the next it wasn't. It's in really bad condition, so maybe it just had its last go and now it doesn't work. I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, I hope you have a good day and a spooky night. And look, man, I can't believe I got these books. These books are amazing, especially the signed edition of In the Scrape. That's crazy to me. I can't believe he gave that up. I don't know if I'm a James Newman fan yet. I have Midnight Rain by him, and then I have In the Scrape by him and Mark Steensland, so I can't wait to give him a read. It's only 94 pages, so I can read that pretty quickly. I'm currently reading Kathy Koch's Bad Brains still, and I'm listening to Colson Whitehead's The Nickel Boys, which is going well so far. I totally forgot the main characters' names, but I think one started with an E. I can't remember at the moment though. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I already said this outro, didn't I? I'm just gonna say goodbye. Bye, guys.